Congress moves High Court against imposition of President's rule in Uttarakhand. State Assembly has been kept under suspended animation. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley calls the move essential to prevent constitutional breakdown in the state. Indian and Pakistani probe teams hold talks on investigation into Pathankot airbase terror attack. Pakistan's joint investigation team is at NIA headquarters in Delhi. Special CBI court convicts Jharkhand Ispat Private Limited and its two directors in coal block allocation case. Quantum of sentence to be pronounced on 31st of March. This is the first coal block allocation scam case in which the special court, which was set up exclusively to deal with all coal scam matters, has delivered its judgment. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar unveils the defence procurement policy, says it will give boost to Make in India initiative. Def Expo India, a defence exhibition on land, naval and internal homeland security systems, kicks off in Goa today. Over 1,000 companies, both foreign and Indian, are participating. 63rd National Awards have been announced. S.S. Rajamouli's Bahubali has won for Best Film. Filmmaker Sanjay Leela Bhansali has been named the Best Director for Bajirao Mastani. Legendary actor Amitabh Bachchan is the Best Actor for Piku, and Kangana Ranaut gets the Best Actress for Tannu Weds Panu Returns. An Air India flight made emergency landing at Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport today due to tire burst, causing smoke in the undercarriage. The Air India flight was coming from Hyderabad, and it has been reported that all the 120 passengers on board are safe. President Pranab Mukherjee presents 5 Padma Vibhushan, 8 Padma Bhushan and 43 Padma Shri awards at a civil investiture ceremony held at Rashtrapati Bhavan. President conferred the Padma Vibhushan on Dhirubhai Ambani posthumously, Avinash Kamlakar Dikshit, Jagmohan, Dr. Yamini Krishnamurthy and Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly condemned the terror attack in Lahore. A suicide attack in a park in Lahore claimed 69 lives besides injuring over 300 others. The Prime Minister calls up Pakistani counterpart Nawaz Sharif, underlines the need for uncompromising efforts to fight against terrorism. In poll-bound West Bengal, filing of nomination papers for 62 assembly seats begins today. Voting in these constituencies will be held on 21st April under the third phase of polling. Candidates will be allowed to submit their nomination papers till 4th of April. The scrutiny will be done the next day and withdrawal will be allowed till 7th of April. The rupee fell 23 paise to 66.87 as against the US dollar in early trade today, in line with weakness in the other Asian currencies after data suggested that the US economy strengthened in the December quarter more than what was previously thought. Syrian forces drive Islamic State out of Asian town of Palmyra, regain full control of the city. Army calls it a mortal blow to Islamic State, who seized the city last year and dynamited its ancient temples. Firefighters grappling with the biggest wildfire in Kansas history got a welcomed assist from pre-dawn snowfall over the hardest hit area, though the looming prospect of flame-fanning winds threatened to undermine the effort. Forestry officials say that the fires had been 45% contained. Riding on Virat Kohli's unbeaten 82 runs off 51 balls, India beat Australia by 6 wickets to enter the semi-final of the World T20 at Mohali. Master chaser Kohli's breathtaking innings helped India overhaul a victory target of 161 runs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailed India's victory over Australia. After the power-packed performance, he congratulated Team India, Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni through a tweet. Master blaster Sachin Tendulkar says that it was a great win, fighting all the way. 5-time world champion Vishwanathan Anand played out a thrilling draw with Anish Giri of Holland and inched himself up to 7 points after his 13th and penultimate round game in the Candidates Chess Tournament.